What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Brown Lifestyle video where today I'm Rohan.
I'm Ursel.
And today, before we start, we're going to talk about why we haven't been posting too much. We kind of been a little overwhelmed with our midterms, so we haven't had a set in stone upload schedule. But we are also apologizing for not informing you guys about that. We didn't make too many posts about it. So,
Yeah, we should have, but we were like completely overwhelmed with our midterms, and it just really it was a weird time because we were supposed to have midterms the week before, but then they were like canceled.
we got an extra
Yeah,
week.
we got like almost like a whole extra week because of snow days and Martin Luther King Day, and then
W man.
yeah, W Mans. But yeah, so because of that, we haven't been able to post. We haven't gotten the time to inform you guys about it, but moving on from now, we hope to be able to post more frequently and more consistently. And yeah, so what are we talking about today?
Today we're going to be talking about athletics in the Brown community. So, at least from my perspective, we don't really see too many desi kids in athletics at a high level, right? You don't see too many South Asian kids in sports. So that's the same for you, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, so this is coming from two kids that have played sports for our high school teams and for like rec league teams. Like I played football for my high school team and I played basketball for like rec teams, and he's done the same.
Yeah, I played soccer 1 year for high school, and I played a couple years for rec, and I played a little bit of basketball, but not too much.
And so we've seen that like the majority of the kids, well, the majority of the kids on my team, I think majority of the time I was playing football. Like I'm still playing football, kind of. I had to take a break this year, but whatever. Majority of the kids on the team were like white, African American, Mexican, Hispanic. Like they were all not brown, and even if they were brown, it was like me and like one other kid, and they didn't like. And even then, we sometimes we didn't get the chance to show the coaches that we were good at our positions or whatever. And I feel like it's been the same for you. Like
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I was gonna say. There was like one other Indian kid.
yeah,
Most of them were there was like for me there was a couple of Asian kids in general, but not it was
South
a
Asian.
minority.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just
So
like being like South Asian in the United States, in most categories you're not ever like underestimated, but when it comes to sports you're like always like
yeah,
heavily
that's true.
underestimated. Everybody thinks, oh, he won't be able to do this. Like for me specifically, I didn't get much. For the most part I was ass, if I'm being honest with you. But even when I got a little better, um I was still like, oh, they saw me. I played O-line and D-line in football, and my coaches on like when I played JV, one of them was like extremely racist, and he would me. I had three other kids that were South Asian in my class in my team, and like they both, the coach just wouldn't put us in.
Oh really?
Like we could be losing. It was like we were losing like a lot once,
Well,
and
you
he,
told me about that
yeah, right.
actually.
We were losing a lot, and one of my other coaches, he got ready to put me in, and I was like, oh, thank God, because I hadn't gotten put in all season. I was getting excited, and he sends me in like that. Then the other one, he just yanks me back and sends some other guy in.
That's really weird to think about, cause like I remember you were telling me this at the beginning of I think it was this school year, right? Cause you
Yeah,
played a little bit.
I played a solid amount into this school year too. I put like a solid like month into this season, but it was, I don't know, it was just gonna be really hard to manage school and everything. So I decided to take a break for 1 year. But I'm gonna play next year. And you said you want to play next year too, right?
I want to try, but I have to put on more mass, you know.
Yeah, and it's fine. You got it.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't know. I agree with that. Like coaches don't see South Asians and maybe Asians in general
Yeah,
as athletic almost because of the stereotypes.
yeah. It's cause like, well, it's like a lot. There's like a lot of factors that go into it. I think because first of all, you got to think about like we've never been athletic. Like even in Olympics a while ago, sorry, some Pakistani guy, he won like an Olympic gold medal for the javelin throw.
Hmm.
That's like the only guy I ever heard of to win an Olympic gold medal. Besides that, I don't really hear them, and I think it's because of like the situations we were raised in. We weren't ever made to be like big warriors, except for like like a while ago we were, but like now it's like iffy.
And then it's more of the culture in general, right? You don't see
Yeah,
too many people in India become sports oriented just because of the culture. It's
yeah.
more of
Like
it's
they
more
wanted
business.
to. It's
Exactly.
more business, and it's like majority of the time, if you read their stories, their parents like they didn't want them to be athletes or whatever, and it's just yeah, it's overall like the culture. We're more known like you got like a brown guy that's like filthy rich in every single engineering category, every single lawyer is like all every single lawyer category, whatever it is, they're all the majority of them are gonna be brown. Like,
Hmm.
did you see that one video where it was talking about like the highest um growth like incomes in the U.S.?
I did see.
You
I've seen a
saw that?
couple. Yeah,
It was like at the top, it was Indians with like 150K, around like 100K. After that, it was Chinese, the Japanese, and Pakistani. Then like some other ones, and like white people were like number five with like 60K. African Americans were like number they were number 10 with like 38.
so I see that a lot in other videos too. It's like Asians kind of, I don't want to say run America because that's not entirely true, but they do provide and are very important to American society.
Yeah, yeah, they are.
So I feel I feel like sports wise for like the desi community,
Yeah,
it's more of like cricket, you know what I mean?
yeah,
But even so, that's just the only sport they see that's kind of
yeah,
like proud for your kid to do.
yeah. I know
But
what you mean.
I don't think it's exclusively, they only want you to do that or no
Yeah,
sport.
I feel like for the most part, like if your parents ever tell you, oh, don't focus on getting into the NFL or NBA or whatever, it's just because they think that it's unlikely for it to happen, and it makes sense. It's a lot more unlikely for us as South Asians. Like it's a lot more unlikely for me as a South Asian person to get into
Right.
the NFL or even to go to D1 to go to a D1 school. Like you ever heard of a like a Pakistani football player like at a Division 1 school?
Yeah, that's true. I haven't.
I heard a you know that one guy on TikTok like he's a hooper like D1 hooper who's also doing pre med at the same time. Have you heard of that guy?
I think I have
His
no
name's
idea.
Ayan Sohail. Ayan Sohail.
Oh, that's my
You-
cousin's name.
Oh, well, is your cousin like?
No, no, the last name Sohail.
Oh yeah, but his name is he's playing Division 1 basketball at like Lamar University. I don't even know what it was, but he's playing that. That's like the only one I've ever heard of. I know multiple friends too that wanted to go D1, and like they had the chance to go D1 in their sport too. I know this one guy. He was like 6'4" and like 250 pounds, and he could have played Division 1 football, but like just being brown, you just don't get those type of opportunities that everybody else gets. Like nobody thinks, oh, this guy's gonna be an all county right tackle or all county receiver or anything. But yeah,
Yeah, my uncle when he came here, he he played football in high school.
mm-hmm.
I don't know if I said this already, but I might have told you.
Yeah,
But he was really big and like strong.
mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna. I don't remember exactly what position he played,
Yeah,
but he was really good in the sense that he was really big. So I'm sure it was
yeah,
one of the. It was either defense or O line.
yeah,
And I remember he was telling me this one story on how he like this was the very first time because
mm-hmm.
he just came to America as well, so he didn't really know how to play football, but he
Yeah.
just he just thought it was interesting. So he would in training how you don't fully tackle your teammates, right?
Oh yeah,
So he was just plowing through everyone. So
yeah.
and then that's why the coach liked him. Sorry.
Yeah, that's probably why they liked him. I guess at the end of the day, it's not impossible, right?
Yeah.
It can definitely happen. It definitely has happened before, but it's just about like you don't get as much publicity as a brown athlete than you do if you were not brown. Like I think even I don't know about now, but I think if I started like my football journey and everything the right way and I stuck through it like the right way and everything,
Hmm.
I think I could have gotten like at least a scholarship. But at the end of the day, it's just about how much publicity you get. Like I guarantee you, there's like multiple kids in Maryland. There are multiple kids like in our county that are really good and they should be getting D1 scholarships. But like nobody's gonna pick a kid from Howard County, right? Like
Well,
the
I guess.
like you know that one guy that we know that
Hmm.
they're getting like multiple D1 offers from like all those schools for football. He goes to a private school and he's African American, but whatever. Like,
Shout out to you, dude.
yeah, you know who you are. But at the end of the day, it's just about like getting opportunities. Like coaches don't look at you and be like, "Oh, this is gonna be our next star athlete."
But that also means that you have to be way more determined.
Yeah,
Not saying that other races in sports aren't, or they haven't put in more hard work than
yeah,
you, or taking away credit from them. But that means that coaches see you and they don't think you're that good. So you have to put in maybe double or triple the effort that somebody who's white or
yeah.
black or something
You
like
have to
that.
work a lot harder,
Right.
like a lot harder. Cause what I've noticed, even in terms of like build, South Asians don't exactly have like the best build. Like
Well, I
I
feel
think
like it
more
kind
in
of
the
depends.
Punjab region, from like where you and me are from, it's a lot better. But
Mhm.
like overall, like they're not really built for like these type of sports. Like they're built for cricket. They're not built for basketball, football, soccer, maybe even soccer. Soccer is like still like an exception because it's like played a lot, but they're not really built for like soccer, football, basketball, baseball.
But it's very attainable for us
Yeah, it's
because
attainable.
we have like a slimmer build typically, so it's
Yeah,
not like completely impossible.
yeah, like you could do it. It's not like nothing's really like impossible if you look at it. It's just about how much work you want to put in, and most people just aren't willing to do the work. But yeah,
So when you were talking about publicity,
yeah,
I feel like another way to get your name out there and be able for college, like have colleges see you,
hmm,
is through social media. I feel like
yeah,
that's a really big card that people don't use a lot
yeah.
because well, you probably know better than me, but there's like an app. You know that NCAA, don't they have?
NCAA, yeah, they have an app, and you have to
Yeah,
like go in and make an account, and it's like really useful. I know some of my friends, some of my teammates that are using it. They're not like brown, but they are using it to get
yeah,
publicity,
yeah.
and it's a pretty good app. Like you guys should, if there are any brown athletes out
Mhm.
there that are like listening to this, you guys should definitely think about downloading it if you want to go into college sports or you want to go even further. It's always possible. It's not like, oh, it's impossible. You're not gonna get into a D1 school or whatever. It always is. It's just about how much work you want to put in.
And honestly, I was thinking you could low key just start posting shit on like TikTok too,
Yeah,
because you know I've had a couple of TikTok accounts and I've tried posting consistently, but they were more gaming and just PC setup stuff like that. So I didn't really want it bad enough to go viral or anything like that. But if you put in consistency and time, and you're putting 100% of effort into these videos you're making of you training or of highlights of your game, and you put that on TikTok, you can significantly improve your chances
yeah.
of yeah, getting
Have you seen
offers.
like that overtime account that like they always got like a new guy saying, "Who is this 6'4",
Yeah,
three
yeah,
hundred
yeah.
fifteen pound O line from whatever?" And
High
it's
school.
yeah from high school, and like they'll all be like good, and majority of the time their clips
Hmm.
are posted on like TikTok, and then overtime goes in and asks them, "Oh, can we post your clips and talk to you about it?" And then they say yeah, and then that's how like it works.
I've really thought about starting to post TikToks and stuff like that about um like sports oriented stuff because one, even if you don't get a scholarship, you can. There's a lot of content and money to be earned
Yeah,
through social media in general. Because even if you don't get a scholarship, like I said, or something else, you can still make a lot of money because you can gain a lot of followers if your content's engaging.
yeah,
And if you're good, you can give people advice, and then maybe they can go pro, and then you'll say you
yeah,
kind of help people.
yeah. You can like, there's always a way, and
Yeah,
it's just about like some people want to work, some people want it that badly.
yeah,
It's just about
exactly.
how like at the end of the day, it all goes down to how bad you want to do it.
Yeah, we
But
should put
yeah,
that in a motivation video.
oh yeah, we should. Track of the football season so far.
I have, and guess what? The Ravens have been doing insane. So I'm hoping that they go to the Super Bowl.
So me personally, um, I like the Ravens, but I don't like. They're not like my favorite team. My favorite team was the Philadelphia Eagles, but since they were first round exits, I've had to pick another team that I think will end up winning the Super Bowl, and my team was the 49ers. And at the end of the day, all my friends say, "Oh, well, you're from Baltimore. Why don't you like the Ravens?" I don't think that's like the only factor in deciding
Really?
the team, because you gotta pick it over like like the players that you like and everything. Like which team has your favorite players on it? Which team has like It has to be like a little bit of everything. If you just follow, like if I just follow the Ravens because I'm from Baltimore, that's like I'm not really engaged with the sport. If that makes sense. This
Yeah.
applies in real life. I'm actually talking to you, by the way.
No, no, but what I'm saying is, I feel like as someone from Baltimore, you're more connected to your team.
Which one's yours?
They're two for you because you're big.
Okay. All right, bro.
Thank you, bye. Thank you.
Are you not gonna? They can't even see you. Sit down.
I like football. I want to be a lineman. So I could tackle people.
Oh my God! No, you're supposed to say which team you think is gonna win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, what team do you think is gonna win?
Okay, let me tell you the
Wait,
team.
which teams are in it?
So the championship, is it semifinals?
I think
Basically,
so. Yeah.
they're not called the semifinals. They're called the AFC and NFC championships. But
Mhm.
so the last 4 teams standing are the Detroit Lions, Baltimore Ravens, 49ers from San Francisco. What's the other team?
Chiefs.
Oh, and the Kansas City Chiefs. So
Baltimore.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
wait, but why do you like Baltimore? Why do you like the Ravens?
I just do.
But
Is it
like
because you're from Baltimore?
Yeah.
Tight.
but that's not the only
Type
reason.
shit.
You know, there could be other reasons as to why you like it.
No, they're good.
Type
No,
shit, he
it's a
knows.
good team. I'm not saying it's a good team. Like Lamar and what is called Zay Flowers, they carry the offense. Then you got Roquan Smith, Justin Madubuike. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name. Roquan Smith, Marlon Humphrey, Kyle Hamilton. Am I missing anybody?
Oh, you know he's actually Asian too.
What? Kyle Hamilton? Oh yeah. He's like half Asian. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's Korean too.
Korean. Yeah. They're Asian football players.
Rohan, Ursul, really smart kids. Good people.
So speaking of football, like back to our conversation about that, we had a little interruption with my little brother. So the last 4 teams that are in the championship right now
Mm-hmm.
for the AFC and NFC, it's San Francisco 49ers, Baltimore Ravens, Detroit Lions. Somehow, I don't know how that happened because they were like horrible every other year.
They're
And
pretty
now,
decent now.
yeah, they're like really good now. They made it to the AFC championship or whichever one. I forgot. And then you got the Kansas City Chiefs. I personally hate the Kansas City Chiefs. Like I personally hate them. Like I hope Taylor Swift comes to Baltimore and gets like shot or something.
Oh my god,
Like,
bro.
I could care less. No, it's because it's annoying. Like think about have you seen?
I've seen, but we're getting like fire edits on TikTok though about Lamar.
Oh yeah, I
Like,
saw
those
that
edits
one.
look so cool.
What was that one edit? It's like,
Don't
have you seen the Jinxie one? No.
Oh yeah,
The Jinxie one
I
that was
love
funny.
those ones.
It was like, good job on making it to the semifinals, blah blah blah. But unfortunately for you, you stepped into a lobby with Jinxie, and that was funny.
Yeah.
That was like really funny. And Jinxie, speaking of Jinxie, he was in a Detroit Lions video too.
Oh
I think
yeah, I
sent
saw.
it.
I saw.
Yeah, but yeah. So it's those teams. I personally think the 49ers are gonna end up winning the Super Bowl. That's my opinion. Cause look, you got to think about it. Do you know who they have? They have like the best players in the whole NFL.
I know, but we beat them already.
Huh?
We beat them.
You
already.
beat them. That's different. That's
and
like
we took Purdy, whatever his name is, his MVP.
no, he can still get MVP. You never know. Lamar, I think Lamar is probably gonna end up getting it.
Mm-hmm.
I think they already released like the CJ Stroud. I think they already released offensive rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year, and everything. But I think Lamar might end up getting MVP, but I think the 49ers are gonna win because do you understand who they have? Like let's just start with the defense. Let me just start with the defense. They have Fred Warner, which is the best linebacker in the league, like one of the best linebackers in the league. Nick Bosa is one of the best defensive ends in the league. He's top 5, I'm pretty sure. Chase Young, he just got traded from Washington actually. He was from Maryland. You know that he lived in Bethesda.
Oh, really? That's kind of close, actually.
That looks pretty close. He's like one of the best. He's the top 15. Brock Purdy, personally, I don't think as a quarterback he's that good. He's like good. I'm not saying he's bad.
He's NFL level good, but he's not like anything.
He's like NFL level good. But if you think about like who he has around him, like on his offense, right? The people helping him. He has George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk, and Trent Williams. Have you seen Trent Williams? He's so big. He's huge.
McCaffrey.
Huh?
And McCaffrey.
Oh yeah. I forgot about McCaffrey. Yeah, and he has Christian McCaffrey, and I think all those people go in and they like help him. Like besides that, I don't think he's like an insane quarterback.
He's not bad.
He's not bad.
But he's just his team is a lot like
He's not better
his
than
offense
Lamar.
is really good.
Yeah, his offense is just like think about it. Like if you're ass, but everybody around you is good, then your whole team is good,
Right?
right?
Yeah.
Right?
That's
Yeah.
I couldn't
And
have said it better myself. No, but I feel like the Ravens team, their synergy and just their overall, just the way they play and how confident they
oh
are,
yeah,
I feel like that's a really big
that's
contender
a
to the
huge
49ers.
factor.
And also their like OBJ, he's not completely washed. He's still pretty
He's
decent.
he's still
And
pretty good.
and Zay Flowers, he's I mean, I think he's one of the best rookies. But like that might just be me glazing, but like I think he's really good.
I think he's really good.
He's better than Hollywood Brown
Oh
was. And then we have Aguilar, he's also really good. And we have Isaiah Likely, who wasn't even our starter tight end for
yeah.
whenever
I think Mark Andrews is back now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's gonna play now. But we
He's
were
gonna
just
play
keeping him. He was I
Yeah,
think
he was like a
cleared
backup.
little bit ago.
Yeah, I think I saw like a video of him like actually training again. But I mean, the Ravens have a pretty stacked team too.
And our
I
running
just-
game is good.
Oh
too.
yeah, your
Sorry.
run game is pretty. Did you guys just get Dalvin Cook? Is that what his name is?
Mhm.
Yeah, you guys just got Dalvin Cook too. So, I mean, it's a good game. I'm excited to see how it turns out. You know my opinion, and
Mhm.
I know your opinion. So yeah,
We'll have to wait and see.
yep. If the Ravens win the Super Bowl, I'll shave my beard.
Are you actually gonna do that?
Yeah.
Like dead ass?
Yeah.
You don't think they're gonna win? What? Are
Do
you serious?
Okay. We can go into this conversation. Listen, do you understand who like Brock Purdy has around him? You know, Dre Greenlaw. He's also a linebacker for San Francisco. They're comparing him to Ray Lewis, and I know you've seen the videos of like Roquan Smith being compared to Ray Lewis, but like Dre Greenlaw is insane. And you got Fred Warner and everybody. Also, this is like a small fact: the 49ers have like the best looking football team I've ever seen. Like they got the most
Zay Flowers
attractive
is pretty
people.
cute to me.
He looks pretty ugly. in my
Zay
opinion.
Flowers?
Yes.
Oh,
Have
he
you
has
seen
like
his nose? His nose is big
okay,
as
but
hell.
he has a
He has
perfect
such a
smile.
fat nose, huh?
OBJ looks pretty good.
Okay, yeah, he looks pretty good.
Everybody says Lamar's ugly, like a Zom.
Lamar?
Yeah,
No, Lamar's not ugly.
he just looks.
Zay Flowers is ugly. I'll say
You're
that. I'll say that
lying.
to his face.
Zay
Like, I'll-
Flowers. Are
Zay
you
Flowers.
serious? Bro,
I'll
he's a
say
little
it.
cutie patootie. He's like 23.
Huh?
He's 20. He's not even old.
I know. I personally think Lamar isn't like that ugly. Like he looks fine. Zay Flowers is ugly. I would say that to his face. Like, you know what? If you see this, I'll give you my address. Like you pull up. I'll say it to
Oh
his
my
face.
God,
I'm telling
bro.
you, he looks ugly.
Mark Andrews looks pretty
Mark
good.
Andrews is so handsome. Oh my god.
Really?
Oh my god. He's like that's like the dream build in a man right there. I'm low-key glazing. I'm like high-key glazing. But that's like think about it. He's like 6'5" and 260 pounds. He's buff. And he makes money.
That's true.
Did you see the rumors that like he likes little kids?
No, from Mark Andrews.
Yeah, because apparently he always dates like women a lot younger than him.
So does
Nice.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, but I mean he's weird too. Who was on the Epstein list? Was it him?
I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't actually know because I think he was a little younger.
That's the end of our podcast for today. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope, like we've said before, if you have any friends that you think would be interested. Matter of fact, even if they're not interested, I think you should go around and like you should promote it because at the end of the day, like we said before, this is supposed to be like a tool to get through your life because we know like there's like we're almost about to graduate high school, and we have two different perspectives that we've seen, and so we can help out other kids that are maybe like still growing up and still trying to figure out how it is and everything. So I think share it with your friends, tell them to share it with their friends, and yeah, any comments?
Yeah. So again, make sure you're sharing. This platform is, we're trying to build a community, so we really want people to feel comfortable to share share things that they aren't typically able to share with maybe their friends or something. You can send anonymous, submissions.
Yeah.
We've added in our link tree. It's in Spotify too. In the description, it's like a poll. It's private, so only we can see it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So
Brown lifestyle out.
Okay.
All right, that's good enough.
But this is actually good, Sam.